Starting an exercise regimen might be intimidating, especially if you have never exercised before. Do we go to the gym or do we work out at home? Is jogging sufficiently? Or should we make a few changes to things? How frequently and how hard should we work out? It's an unstable area. Even if we figure everything out or if we've been working out for a while and know exactly what to do, we still need to figure out our diet. Do we eat before or after working out? The majority of camps would advise not eating before exercising because doing so when full might create stomach cramps and a poor, low-energy workout as our bodies attempt to digest our food. Then again, what do we eat when we are starving and looking for food? It may surprise you to learn that some foods should be avoided immediately following exercise for a variety of reasons. In this video, we'll discuss the top 10 things to stay away from eating right after working out, as well as some suggestions for what to eat in their place. The majority of us enjoy curry, but regardless of whether we prefer madras or korma, it is not a good idea to eat hot or spicy food after working out. It is advisable to stay away from anything that contains chili, including hot sauces and dips. In addition to being irritating to the digestive system due to a compound called capsaicin found in chilies, hot, spicy foods are also more difficult to digest. When we exercise, our bodies are working to repair and restore their energy reserves. Eating a meal that is difficult to digest will impede this healing process. Instead, nourish your body with lean protein sources like fish, tofu, beans, lentils, chicken breast, and so on. Fizzy beverages are heavy in sugar, which is bad after exercise because it prevents the processes that start when we burn a lot of fuel during exercise from burning fat. We hear you say, "But I drink diet sodas." Artificial sweeteners are also bad after exercise because they aren't actually food, and our bodies need to be properly refueled with real, healthy foods. Also highly bloating are carbonated beverages like colas, lemonades, and their diet counterparts, since the gas they contain becomes caught in our digestive tract. Additionally, they frequently include significant amounts of caffeine, a diuretic that causes us to lose water while we're already probably a little dehydrated from exercise. Raw veggies are an unexpected choice for this list of foods to avoid after exercise because they look so healthy and innocuous. To be fair to crudites, this is correct. However, eating a pile of raw carrots, celery, cucumber, and peppers will fill your stomach with volume, but not with calories. They are quite low in calories, and we should replenish them with energy-dense foods after exercise to allow our bodies to recover. If you do decide to consume raw vegetables, be sure to pair them with a high-protein dip like hummus or your preferred nut butter. Avoid calorie-dense creamy or cheesy dips. Aside from being high in fat and calories, they don't provide much nutrition. We can sometimes get caught up in the loop of rewarding ourselves with certain foods after exercise. We work hard at the gym and then reward ourselves with pizza because we've earned it. Then we notice that we're not losing weight or changing our body composition, and we wonder why. Eating fatty or processed foods after exercise will immediately negate all of our hard work by consuming more calories than we expended. Furthermore, lipids impede the digestive process, leaving us sluggish and unpleasant rather than enjoying the post-exercise euphoria and rush of energy. High-fiber foods such as kale and broccoli are best avoided directly after exercise because of their effect on the gut. Fiber helps to keep the gut healthy by slowing down digestion so that nutrients can be absorbed properly. This makes it a very important nutrient, but not straight after a workout. After a workout, we need to refuel with foods such as lean proteins that are easily digested to replenish all that lost energy. Fiber can also cause bloating, cramping, and gas, which is uncomfortable at the best of times. But after exercise, when we're tired and low on physical energy, it can feel even more uncomfortable. Instead, refuel on lean proteins such as chicken breast, fish, or tofu. Perhaps unsurprisingly, drinking alcohol after exercise is not a good idea. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it promotes water loss by making us pee more. We've already lost a lot of fluid through sweating after a sweaty, intense workout. As a result, drinking alcohol will only dehydrate us further. Prolonged dehydration can also make us drowsy and lethargic, which isn't ideal for the next workout. Also, wines, beers, and cocktails are very calorific, which rather defeats the point of the exercise. As an aside, alcohol is also a depressant. When we exercise, we often get a buzz afterward due to the release of our feel-good happy hormones. So don't dilute these feelings with alcohol, ride on the natural high, and rehydrate with a pint of water instead. This may come as a surprise, but meal replacement shakes and pre-made protein shakes, often marketed to gym goers, should be avoided after a workout. This is because both frequently contain a lot of added sugars, which may make them taste good, but are bad for fat burning. Our bodies use complex carbohydrates from our diet as fuel when we exercise. When they're depleted, it uses fat as fuel. When we flood the body with simple carbohydrates in the form of sugars, we disrupt the fat burning process. In addition, if you consume too much sugar, your body will store it as fat, making the exercise pointless. Instead, combine a handful of berries, 1 banana, a heaping teaspoon of peanut butter, a drizzle of honey, a generous scoop of hemp protein powder, and 200 milliliters high-protein pea milk to make your own post-workout smoothie. We lose valuable electrolytes when we sweat, which makes us thirsty and crave salt. We reach for the salty crisps, but we're not helping ourselves. Crisps and salted nuts not only have high levels of saturated fat, which makes them high in calories and not very beneficial, especially if weight loss is our goal, but they also have high levels of sodium chloride, which depletes an important electrolyte called potassium. We require 4 times as much potassium as sodium in our bodies, and it aids in the regulation of muscle function and blood pressure. However, consuming salt, especially after a workout, can throw the balance off. If we crave salt after exercise, it's likely that we're also craving potassium. Instead, choose potassium-rich foods like bananas, potatoes, tomatoes, and lima beans. You'd think that an energy bar would be at the top of the list of foods to eat after exercise and not on the list of foods not to eat after exercise. However, despite their claims to be an excellent source of protein and to appeal to gym goers, they are frequently high in sugar. Sugars in such bars may also be listed as various syrups, implying that they are not even naturally derived sugars, but highly processed sugars. Sugars disrupt the fat-burning process that occurs after exercise, jumping the queue to be used up first and leaving the fat where it is. So, as appealing and convenient as they may be, a banana and a couple of teaspoons of nut butter is a far better option. Sports drinks are appealing to us because they are marketed to exercise enthusiasts as the ideal way to rehydrate after exercise. They have marketed with scientific jargon that tells us we need them. But we don't have to waste our money or the single-use plastics. Surprisingly, the sugar levels in some sports drinks are as high as those in some sugary fizzy drinks, indicating that they are not a healthy option. Rehydrating after exercise is critical, but water is still the best option. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like to get more health advice and information.